Auckland Mayor Phil Goff has responded to the Prime Minister's decision to continue Level 3 restrictions until Sunday night. He says he's disappointed in the extension of the Level 3 restrictions, but agrees that the gains made so far can't be risked with an early exit. Our reporter Nita Blake-Persen is at the council building in the city and joins us live. Kia ora, Nita, what's the response been from Auckland Council today?
Kia ora, Lisa. Well, it was a pretty deflated-looking Phil Goff who fronted media this afternoon. He says he supports and understands the medical advice and the expert advice being given to government, but he's obviously gutted for Aucklanders and for Auckland businesses in particular. Here's what he had to say a short while ago.
This was not the news that any of us wanted to hear, and most of all, it wasn't the news that those people working in businesses that can't work at Level 3 wanted to hear. It will be tough for them, and it's disappointing for all of us. Over the 3 days leading up to today, the steady reduction in community transmitted cases from 9 to 6 to 1 led us all to hope that it would be possible to return to Level 2 by Wednesday night. But that is not how it's panned out. 8 additional community cases today. And while what we wanted was to return to Level 2, the strongest medical advice from the experts, from the epidemiologists, is that we would put at risk the benefits that we have already gained from the sacrifices that we have made if we move prematurely to Level 2.
So that's the Mayor, Auckland Mayor there, Phil Goff. I'm not entirely happy, but he seems to be accepting that there was little choice given the medical advice. So did he have any advice that he could give to Aucklanders?
Well, his advice was mainly reiterating what the government has said around social distancing, hand hygiene, and now with this big emphasis on masks. He says lots of Aucklanders have adopted masks just as a routine practice now when they're going out of the house, but now from Monday that will be compulsory on public transport, so he's looking to see more of that. Advice from a business perspective, he's saying support local, do what you can with takeaways and things like that to give those who are struggling a real boost.
What about council's own coffers? Did he have anything to say about that?
Well, we know that they took a real hit last time, $500 million in that lost revenue in that first lockdown, but things aren't looking so bad this time, he tells us. They won't know until Sunday how bad things have been, whether throughout this time they are going to need some more government support, which has been floated. There's been hundreds of layoffs here, and they haven't been eligible for that wage subsidy because they haven't had that 40% drop in revenue. But he says hopefully if things stay on track and we return to Level 2 from Monday, they shouldn't need that cash injection from the government, which has been floated by the council here.
Thanks, Nita. That's Nita Blake-Persen, our reporter down at Auckland Council for that media conference with Mayor Phil Goff, who's not entirely happy. He had hoped that we would be shifting down levels in Auckland today.